here as they're readying things. Freeze comes to punch away, got good distance on that. Yazbek plays for Nashville in MLS. Came off the bench for the final 30 minutes or so on Friday. But we will see Nestory Irankunda, who is a player who is attracting a lot of attention right now. Just 19 years old, 3 goals in 8 caps, plays for Watford in the Championship. Led away by Freeze. Boyle trying to get inside of Robinson. Robinson with the foul. And a free kick, which Boyle will take quickly in towards Max Ballard, 24-year-old midfielder. Aidan O'Neill. Australia moving it nicely, but Freeman steps in to prevent the ball getting through to Boss, and then McKennie finds Sands here. So the 2 attacking players we mentioned, with Mo Toure, the central striker, and Irankunda, are both coming on. Hearing from the bench that it will be Boyle and D'Agostino leaving the game to allow Irankunda and Toure to come in. And then in the midfield, Ballard and Metcalf, as Hrustic and Yazbek will come on. Aiden Hrustic, a player who made 3 substitute appearances at the last World Cup, including a round of 16 loss against Argentina. In Qatar, Australia lost 2-1 to Messi and Alvarez goals in that round of 16. After finishing second behind France in a group with 6 points, they lost against France, beat Tunisia and Denmark. They've got out of the group 2 times at the World Cup, never beyond the round of 16. In 2006, the other time they got out of the group, they lost 1-0 against Italy with a Totti 95th minute penalty. But here comes the quadruple change. So plenty of experience and some goals as well. Toure, relatively new into his international career, 2 goals in 5 caps, plays for Randers in Denmark. He actually knows Flo Balogun. He was at Reims, playing in the Reims B team in France when Balogun was there on loan with the first team. Had a wonderful goal-scoring season in France while he was on loan from Arsenal, Flo Balogun. So a couple of young attacking talents, with Toure just 21 and Irankunda 19. Yazbek, the Nashville man, coming in. Joined Nashville in July of 2024 in the US Open Cup against Austin just a couple of weeks ago. 1 goal, 4 assists in 31 appearances and 23 starts this season for Yazbek for Nashville. Luna. Now Weah. Up against Guerrier down that US left. Positive run from Weah in towards McKennie. Now rolled down. Tried to play the 1-2 with the referee. So we've got Wright sitting on the possibility of a hat-trick of goals, and Roldan sitting on the possibility of a hat-trick of assists here tonight. And we've still got half an hour left to play. The United States looking to go 3 unbeaten against top 25 opposition, having lost against South Korea in the opening game in September. They then beat Japan in Columbus, tied with Ecuador, and here in front against Australia, who are ranked 25th in the world. Burgess. Back towards Chakati at the back. Krustic. And Weah with the foul. Mauricio Pochettino looking for his 11th win in his 20th game in charge. The 8th time he's played against non-CONCACAF opposition. 3 previous wins in the 7 games. His boss down the left side, comes back for Irankunda. Irankunda chipping that one in, it's gone off the head of Robinson. It'll be a corner here for Australia.
Yeah, he was looking for Torre. Just faking that curling ball to the far post, tries to chip one against the grain.
Irankunda coming across to the near side. 2 goals in 10 games in all competitions this season with Watford. Balogun and Aronson getting set to come in for the US. Irankunda with this one into the box, and Freeze came to try and get there. McKennie volleys it away. It's down towards O'Neill. O'Neill once again from distance off the back of McKennie. Boss over there on the far side now. The ball will be swept in towards the back post, and Freeman just lets that one run. A triple change coming here for the US. Brendan Aronson getting the opportunity to come in for Tim Weah. Tanner Tessman will enter the game as well. And 2-goal Haji Wright will make way for Folarin Balogun, the scorer of the goal against Ecuador in Austin on Friday night. Balogun coming in for Wright. Our auto trader, key sub of the game.
Really well done from Wright. Yeah, that was a big statement performance. Early on, it wasn't as clean holding the ball up. It just came into the game and obviously got 2 wonderful goals. What a time to put a performance in like that.
James Sands makes way. Very effective tonight in the midfield.
Yeah,
James Sands.
Yeah, I thought he was really good. Definitely was. He was hunting the ball down. He was aggressive from the start of the game. He was clean between the lines. A great partnership with Roldan. A lot of that was working well.
Italiano closed down by Luna, goes back for Guerrier. Australia ranked 25th, were as low as 100 in 2014. And that was after hitting their highest rank ever in 2009 when they got to 14th in the world. O'Neill was the player there that was down. Joined New York City FC in April after 2 years in Belgium with Standard Liège. Aidan O'Neill, 27-year-old midfielder who started the game tonight for Australia. This is Boss, who gave him the lead 19 minutes in. Yazbek across the back. Forward by Chakati. Guerrier with the high ball. Hrustic will chase, trying to get round the back of McKenzie. Australia wanted a free kick.
Yeah, it looked like he just felt a slight bit of contact and decided to go down. Here's a look at it.
Hrustic, the player coming forward, won the Europa League in 2022 with Eintracht Frankfurt.
He was a little bit there, but I think the referee sees that. Not enough. I mean, the referee's assistant was right there, about 20 yards away, and stepped with them.
McKenzie. Now Richards. This is Tessman, who couldn't quite get that one past Boss, and Irankunda now for Australia. Tessman trying to recover, Roldan chasing as well as Irankunda plays it forward for Mo Toure. Toure towards the byline, gets that one in towards the edge of the box, and McKennie will be able to clear away here. He's under pressure from Boss, who wins it back well. O'Neill, right at the midway mark in the second half, here in Commerce City, Colorado. Guerrier. Irankunda turning. He ran straight into Tessman there. And a free kick has been given by referee Quincy Williams. So with Haji Wright leaving the game, we'll probably have to wait a little longer for the first US hat-trick since Jesus Ferreira in the 2023 Gold Cup against Trinidad and Tobago. But a job well done by Haji Wright tonight. And really the last two games from a central striker, we've seen Balogun and Haji Wright both turn up big time.
Yeah, very positive. Very positive. I thought Tim Weah was strong off the left. We talked about him finding his role in this team as a wingback. I thought he was good today.
Irankunda chips this one in towards the back post. Burgess trying to get there, but it'll run out of play for a goal kick. Australia's only ever win against the US was all the way back in June of 1992, a friendly in Orlando that finished 1-0 for Australia. First ever meeting between these two teams. Lost a little bit of the flow with all of the changes made by both sides. Push stick forward. McKennie.
Yeah, Weston McKennie, I mean, he's just been so good again. It's so many of the things that's not showing up. I mean, communication, pressing the ball, even when he doesn't get the ball, just closing down the right passing lanes.
Forward towards Balogun down the left side, up against Guerrier. Freeman charging into the box on the right, but this is a short one back for Luna. Luna towards Roldan. Roldan does now look for Freeman, but that one will roll out of play for an Australia throw.
And I think the good part about Richards and Weston McKennie that have been very vocal all game long. I mean, even at the start of the second half, I watched Weston McKennie talking to players. He talked to the subs that were coming on. It's been contagious. It's leaking around the team that other players are joining on, and almost a network effect of passing on communication. It's been really strong. And you just look over, and even if the message isn't to you, it alerts your senses. You know that someone's trying to organize things, so you got to pay attention to make sure that communication isn't to you, and check out where you fit in that spatial awareness of closing the ball down, and Weston's been a lot of it.
Richards helps it back towards Matt Freese. And it goes out of play here for a throw for Australia. They've only lost once in their last 17 matches, Australia, but they trail here as we head towards the final 20 minutes in Commerce City, Colorado. I mentioned earlier tonight that Mauricio Pochettino was here once before the 2015 MLS All-Star game. He brought his Spurs side in to play the All-Stars, and when we chatted with Mauricio Pochettino yesterday, he looked across the table at DeMarcus Beasley and said, "You played in that game. We beat you." And Bees didn't say anything at the time, but I just went on my phone to look up and see what happened in that game. Turns out that Mauricio Pochettino and Spurs had actually lost 2-1 to the MLS All-Stars, but Mauricio Pochettino was trying to tell the story that they'd won the game. I'm not sure what Bees thought at the time, but actually it was a win for the All-Stars. Harry Kane had pulled one back after Kaká scored a penalty, and David Villa got a goal as well, and Mauricio Pochettino said, "Yeah, but we played the kids." And I looked at the lineup and I showed him, and he's like, "Okay, yeah, but we trained in the morning of the game." The offside flag is up here, so he was trying to make a few excuses as to why they didn't win that game.
Yeah. Bees was probably just cold.
In the middle of June or July. Tessman in here with the challenge. Picked up by Roldan. Roldan superb tonight. Couldn't quite get that one through to McKennie.
This is a really important time mark here. The management of this game. Australia, a couple fresh subs that are very dangerous, especially in transition, good set pieces. And seeing this game out is an important step in the maturity of the team. There's a couple tired legs. That's now been a few missed passes. I mean, this is when players got to take charge, start to figure out how do you manage this game out. You've done enough to win it. Don't have to go get the third. They've done well most of the game possessing the ball. They've been good in transition. Just don't let tired legs and momentary lapse of reason take away what's been a really good performance.
And Tony Popovic for Australia bringing on 4 players that started in the game on Friday night. Mauricio Pochettino going to his bench with the introduction of Balogun, who has scored in back-to-back games now for the United States, getting that goal in September against Japan in Columbus, then the equalizer late against Ecuador in Austin. He's got Tessmann now inside alongside Christian Roldan in the midfield. Played into the middle, and it's a chance for Toure here on the edge of the box. Tried to find Hrustic, but look at who it is there getting back. Christian Roldan, alert to the danger, breaking up the play, and forward towards Balogun, who climbs. O'Neill. Aidan O'Neill forward down the right for Hrustic. Irankunda racing away down the left side as Freeman tries to get back. Irankunda with the first-time ball into the middle, all the way across towards the right full-back Italiano, trying to link up here with Hrustic. Aidan Hrustic looking to get it back again as it's chased by O'Neill to the far side, and Guerrier will just let it roll out of play. Aidan Morris is coming in. We're also going to see Max Arfsten very shortly. This is Boss. Kenny and Roldan, the 2 players that will be leaving the game. "16 minutes remaining as the ball comes back towards Freeze."
You can see Australia, they're just falling as they see the clock ticking away into a little higher. First line of confrontation. They're going to start to take more and more chances. This is very important. The U.S. are just sound with the ball and don't take those risky chances. But you do want to see them be as confident and play through the back as they did before. But this is where you really got to think through risk management.
Balogun putting the pressure on as Matt Ryan is able to get that one away. Brought forward, away from the area by Chakati. All the way for Jordan Boss down the left side. Trying to cut inside on Freeman. Boss sees the way open up in front of him here. He's got Toure to the left. Boss driving all the way towards the penalty area. In the end, it was Brenden Aaronson getting back to get the block in. Aaronson wasn't in the September squad. Called back for October and gets the chance to come on here for his 54th cap. Brenden Aaronson appearing in 5 of 6 games at the Gold Cup this summer. Leeds have made a decent start. 4 points above the relegation zone right now. Huge game for Aaronson when they go back to action at the weekend against Burnley. And Roldan leaves the game. Morris comes in. A word about Christian Roldan tonight.
He was great. He got a big hug from Pochettino right down below us. It was spirited. It felt like another leader on the field. It was consistent. He was good with the ball. Obviously got his assist. Just complete performance. And Weston McKennie as well. I don't want to say it's a change. There's just this slight shift in Weston McKennie lately. I mean, he always has that joy, that spirit, that playfulness, but there's a seriousness about him. I feel like this camp, that his performance was just business. It was all business, and he performed excellent in the first game and backed it up with another wonderful performance today. Really good out of the midfield today. A lot of performances that everyone that's come off, they've got to be proud about what they've done. And now these players that have come on, can they see this game out?
He's got a big Champions League game coming up a week tomorrow, Weston McKennie, with Juve as they go to the Bernabeu to face Real Madrid. Lewis Miller getting set to come in, the Blackburn Rovers defender in the English Championship. Krustic standing over this, and Tony Popovic wants to make the change before the free kick happens. So Lewis Miller, 25-year-old, coming off the bench for the second consecutive games in his first season with Blackburn after 3 years with Hibernian in Scotland. And it's Jacob Italiano who leaves the game after starting back-to-back caps in this window, his first 2 appearances for the national team. In from Krustic, and the header goes straight towards Matt Freese. Here's Melissa Ortiz.
Kyle and Luke, you guys were talking about Weston McKennie, and the other day at the presser, he had that serious face. Usually he's bubbly, we know him like that. And I went up to him afterwards, I said, hey, everything all right? Was it a question asked? He goes, no, Melissa, you know what? I'm just in my element. And you could certainly see it in his game as well.
Brendan Aronson with space here to play it out to the right for Robinson. The US 12 minutes to go, holding on to this 2-1 lead as Freeman picks it up here inside towards Tanner Tessman. Morris forward.
Morris is a good player to have in this moment. Bring them in at this score line with this much time left. Very tidy with the ball.
Tessman. Miles Robinson down the right side. Gets it back from Freeman here. Luna, lovely little flick from Luna in towards Aronson. Aronson for Luna! Big save from Ryan. Wonderful flowing football from the United States. And the danger's still there. Morris and Tessman both tried to squeeze that ball through, but it didn't quite fall. Ryan at point-blank range, denying the US a third. You get the sense they're enjoying themselves out there right now, Kyle.
That was an excellent sequence. A beautiful movement on and off the ball. Yeah, Luna can't believe it, but here it is again. Just watch this, Aronson. Lovely cushion here as this ball comes in. It comes in at a tough height, and he cushions it in. That first-time ball in the back, could have found right, but watch him wait for that little nutmeg pass.
What a ball from
It's an excellent ball. Just a couple fakes. It almost gets the defender to just bait a little more and open those legs. Puts it right in front of Luna. That would have been a beautiful goal.
Guerrier forward straight towards Matt Freese. Freese up against his New York City FC teammate Aidan O'Neill tonight. They'll head back to New York, where they'll play Seattle on decision day, fighting for a top 4 finish. Aronson's ball through, finds Luna! He was always pulling that one wide, but once again, Aronson heavily involved.
Well, here's a look that starts with Luna playing between the lines and just continues his run and just puts a little angle on it. You can see the space that Aronson finds him in. And Bogdan's run takes the defender away. That first touch is just between the stance of Luna.
Big challenge here. Freeman and Boss colliding. Inside the final 10 minutes.
Here's a look at it. You can see just the speed that they hit. I mean, they both got it bad, but Boss, it looked like immediately he grabbed his head. He was just a little lower as Freeman got into the air first and plowed through him. That's not a sight you want to see for either players.
And so 2-1 with 8 minutes left to play here. 2 goals from Haji Wright. Haji Wright getting the start tonight for the United States. Scores his 6th and 7th international goals. Cap number 19. Boss seems to be okay, and that Freeman's sitting up now as well. Alex Freeman starting for the US, the Orlando man, just 21 years old. Boss opened the scoring in the 19th minute for Australia. It was his 2nd international goal. So Freeman gets a round of applause as he gets back to his feet, as the Australian medical staff still tend to Jordan Boss. Seven minutes left to play here in Commerce City, Colorado. Haji Wright is our American Airlines coast-to-coast performer.
Wonderful run here, and just realizing he's got to hit this first time. It's in an awkward position, goes with the toe poke. There's another look at it. Can't really hit it the first time. He was left and he drags it. Definitely the defender's there to block it. Beautiful finish, and then just switched on here. The arc of that ball, the spin, puts it right into his path. Beautiful deceptive cut, and just a fluid curling left-footed shot right after that cut puts the defender on his backside. What a performance.
Freeman with a word with Mauricio Pochettino. Will be okay to continue. And it goes all the way back to Ryan. And Balogun just getting tangled up on the edge of the penalty area there with Chakati. Balogun back to his feet.
Didn't see what happened there. When I turned over and saw Balogun hitting the ground, I'll have to wait for the replay to see what happens. You can see both players getting a little bit of an arm tussle. Yeah, hard to tell. I mean, Balogun trying to slap out at the arm. Got to be careful with that, especially when your hand's in a high position.
Balogun with 7 goals in 20 caps. Started both Champions League games with Monaco. They lost at Bruges. They tied Manchester City in the week before the international break. 2-2 draw for Monaco against City. Haaland giving Manchester City the lead twice. So we're inside the final 5 minutes, but there will probably be at least 5 to be added on as well. There hasn't been much action in the last 6 or 7 minutes with the treatment that has been going on, and then the foul on Balogun, who was brought down just outside the area there. But the United States still leading thanks to Haji Wright's double. Would be the first time, if they can hang on to this, that they have come from behind to win, having conceded the first goal under Mauricio Pochettino. Here's Luna. Halfston all the way across halfway here for Freeman. Aronson turns in a tight space and rolls it back towards Chris Richards. Final change coming.